Hi, hello everyone. So, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. Your preparations are going awesome, right? But I know the board exams are coming up. You all are maybe giving your pre-boards, or maybe you are preparing for your pre-boards and your boards, right? And you are really, really nervous right now because this is your first attempt at taking any of the national exams, right? Up until now, your life was really easy. It was really simple. The question papers were prepared by your own teachers, so you can predict what kind of questions are going to come. But 10th takes this to a whole new and a different level, right? So it's okay if you all are getting nervous. We are all here to help, right? So today I'm going to help you all a little bit, maybe. You can let me know, definitely. You can give your comments and you can ask for any favors that you want from us, right? So today I am here to help you out. So today we are here to um quickly go through a few questions and quickly revise and review all the formulas that you are uh, going to be using for solving your trigonometric problems, right? That are going to come in the exam. So I have collected a few problems, but definitely if you have um your personal questions that you would like to see solved, you can definitely deliver it to us through WhatsApp or through our channel on YouTube. We'll definitely feature it on our platform. Okay, so right now we are going to first of all revise all the trigonometric formulas that we can remember, right? So I hope everyone is clear with the basics of trigonometry, right? It is based off a 90-degree triangle where this is the base, this is the height, and that's your hypotenuse, right? Okay, so we have three things. Now, along with these three things in trigonometry, we have sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So these are the three basic trigonometric ratios, where sine theta is based by hypotenuse, cos theta is height by hypotenuse, and tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. That's your first ratio. And the other one, in terms of base and height, it is base by height. Okay, so these are your three important ratios when related to maths, and your theta is here. Okay, so if you keep your theta here, this would be your base, this would be your height. If we do it the other way around, right? If you keep your theta here, this is your theta, then this would be your base and this would be your height. Okay, so always the side that is containing the angle theta, of which you are taking out the ratio, will be the base. Okay, so the base is always with the angle theta. Okay, whichever way possible. The ratios still remain the same, just their representation will differ a little bit. Okay, now coming to their um, formulas or the relationship. So the first and very important relationship is between sine theta and cos theta, where we have sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. This is our first and foremost very important ratio. The second ratio is sec square theta. Now, what is sec square theta? I hope everyone is very, very clear with that. Sec square theta, sec theta actually is the opposite of cos theta. So 1 by cos theta is sec theta. And one more thing to remember is sec theta times cos theta is 1. Okay, so they cancel each other out. The second thing is cosec theta, which is 1 by sine theta. And again, the same thing applies here. Sine theta times cosec theta is 1. And tan also has its reciprocal ratio. So for tan, we have tan theta, or let's define the reciprocal ratio only, cot theta, which is 1 by tan theta. Okay, so here this can also be defined as cos theta by sine theta. Okay, and these ratios are really, really important when you are trying to prove some identities, right, using the formulas. Now here also you can say that tan theta times cot theta is 1. Okay, so these are all reciprocal ratios, and whenever they are multiplied, they always give you 1 as an answer. Okay, now coming back to our relationships. So first relationship we have already covered, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Sec square theta is 1 plus tan square theta. And the next relationship, that is the third one, cosec square theta is 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, so very simple, very nice, three little relationships. And these are really, really important for you to remember. All right, along with how would you convert sine theta to cos theta and cos theta to sine theta and so on and so forth, right? So sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, right? I hope everyone is understanding this. Okay, so the same thing applies for, did I leave something? Okay, let's see. The same thing applies for cos theta and cot theta. So cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. Cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. So cosec and sec. Let me just change the color here. Sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta, and cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. So these are the important relationships. Now, what about their values, right? So there are a few different ways to remember the values at different points of angles, right, of sine and cos. So let's see them once. So we have, basically you need to remember the three important and basic ratios, that is sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Okay, now the important angles that you need to remember are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degrees, sorry, 60 degrees, and lastly it is 90 degree. Right. Now, as I was saying, there are a few different ways to remember these ratios, but the way that I like the most here is you write 0. Let me change the color so that it's, visible. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For cos theta, you write 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we will come to tan theta later on. Now, this numbers that you have written, each of these numbers would be divided by 4. Okay. And if you do a root over of them, you would get your value of the ratios. Okay, same thing applies for cos. So by 4, by 4, by 4, by 4 and by 4, and do a root over. Okay. Now here our ratios are, this is 0, this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by root 2, this is root 3 by 4, that is perfect, and this is 1. Here this is 1, this is root 3 by 4, this is 1 by root 2, this is 1 by 2, and this is 0. Right. Now for tan theta it is 0 divided by 1. As you have written, that is the way that you are going to divide. So 0 divided by 1 is 0. Half divided by root 3 by 4 sorry, is 1 by root 3. Okay. This is root 3 by 2. So that's 1 by root 3. This is also root 3 by 2. Okay. This is going to be 1, this is going to be root 3, and this is going to be not defined, because you cannot divide the 1 by the 0. Right. So here we have used the relationship sine theta by cos theta is tan theta. Right. So we have just divided them. So these are your trigonometric ratios and their values, their relationship, how do you interconvert them, right? So we have done the basics, right? These are the basics. I know you are all very, very clear with it, but this should be out of our region right now, okay? Because the math exam is right in front of us, staring us in the face, right? हमें देख रहा है, हमें डरा रहा है, but हमें डरना नहीं है, ठीक है? हमें उसे अच्छे से टैकल करना है। तो टैकल करने के लिए ऑब्वियसली हमारे पास इतना तो टाइम है नहीं अब, बिकॉज पूरा टाइम जा चुका है। ऑल द टाइम वी हैव spared whatever we had. We did our best up until now to get ready for the exam that is facing us in the face, right? The board exams. So what do we need to do now? Right now we need to focus just on the last year's question papers, especially the last 10 years, right? So from there you can choose um the questions, you can go through the questions, you can do it online, right? You can do it offline. Previous year's question papers, right? Go through them, go through each and every question. Okay, I hope up until now you have completed your RD Sharma. That's the best book to go for wherever you are preparing for boards, whether it is 10th or 12th. RD Sharma is the go-to book. Okay, it's the holy grail. उसको छोड़ के 10th और 12th नहीं होता है. Okay, तो अगर आपने उसे अभी तक नहीं देखा है, my advice is go online, search for a PDF of RD Sharma, and at least go through the solved questions, because there are a load and loads of solved questions in RD Sharma. Okay, so that's the holy grail book for us. But for now, what are we going to do, right? So we are going to take up some questions. Um, we are going to look at some tips and tricks, what should come into our mind when we are going to attempt trigonometric questions, right? Because whenever we see trigonometry we are very very scared. हम ऐसे ही डर जाते हैं कि अरे बाबा रे trigonometry, right? So we should not be doing that, right? What else can we do? How can we tackle the question? So first thing is, don't be scared. When we are scared we mess things up. So take a deep breath whenever you're getting scared, right? Seeing the question paper, ki arey, I don't know this. Don't be like that. That is already messing up your mind. We are not going to be like that, right? So we are going to look at the question paper and we are going to tackle the problems. So let's see what can we do. Let's go to our first question, right? So we are here to solve and tackle some very easy questions from trigonometry from the previous years. I have gone through internet to collect some of the previous year's question papers, right? So let's start with those. And definitely if you have any preference of any topic or any particular question, do let us know. We will solve that for you too. So let's go and let's see our first question. So this is our question from the 10th boards. This question is from the year 2014, as you can see, right? So let's see what is this question saying. So here you can see this is actually misprinted. This should be x square minus y square equals to p square minus q square. Okay, so that's our question. Now, we'll focus on that part later. Let's now focus on this part of the question. What is given to us? So, x is p sec theta plus q tan theta. Okay, and y is p tan theta plus q sec theta. These are the two things that are given to us, and we are told to prove that x square minus y square is p square minus q square, right? So these two are equal. Now here, because there is nothing much that can be done over here in itself, so what we are going to do, we are going to substitute the value of x and y into our question that he had to prove. So both of these values are minus y square p tan theta plus q sec theta square. Now we just need to use the very simple and basic formula which we already know. A plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, where this is our a, this is our b, and again this is our a, this is our b, two separate a's and b's. So the thing that we are getting after expanding them and opening the brackets is p square. Let's not open the bracket right now because there is a minus sign in the middle, right? So we'll have to change the sign of the second expanded term. Okay, so let's not open the brackets right now. Sec square theta plus q square tan square theta. So here we have to be very, very careful. We are squaring the ratios. That means sec square theta. We are not squaring the angles. So the theta will not be squared. Angles are still the same. Only the value of the ratio is getting squared. Plus 2pq tan theta sec theta. Now with this we have a minus p square sec sorry tan square theta plus q square sec square theta minus plus, because it's a plus right now, plus, and this will be a 2 pq tan theta sec theta again. Now once you open up the brackets, basically these two terms are being subtracted. Okay, so what you will get is p square sec square theta plus q square tan square theta plus 2pq tan theta sec theta minus p square tan square theta minus q square sec square theta. Okay, minus 2pq tan theta sec theta. Now here this one and this one cancels out because they are basically the same term with opposite signs. What we are left with is p square sec, and I'm rearranging the terms, minus p square tan square theta plus q square tan square theta minus q square sec square theta. Okay, now we can take the p square common, sec square theta minus tan square theta, and we can take minus q square common, because if you take q square common, it is going to give you tan square theta minus sec square theta, which is basically minus 1. So do you take the minus common beforehand? Okay. So this is going to be sec square theta. Because I have taken the minus q common, so the sec square theta becomes a positive, and the tan square theta, because I have taken a minus q common, it becomes a negative tan square theta. Now, from the formulas that we have already covered, we know that sec square theta and tan square theta, when subtracted, give us a 1. So this is equal to p square minus q square, which is your RHS. So you can very proudly write hence proved. These are the two words that we are very much excited to see at the end of our proofs, right? So this was a one very common question, right? Now in these kinds of question where you are given two separate variables, and the value of the variables is given in trigonometric ratios, you can just put the value to get to the answer, right? Whatever you want to prove, जहाँ पे भी आपको जो कुछ भी prove करना है वहाँ पे you put the values, and then you go on according to the identities sorry, and ratios that you have already covered in the classes. So for this, again, I'm telling you, आई नो आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि मैम वही चीज़ बार बार रिपीट करते जा रही है, मैम वर्क बताइए ना. बट एज आई सेड, वी हैव ऑलरेडी प्रैक्टिस्ड इनफ. प्रैक्टिस का टाइम अब जा चुका है. अब हमें क्या करना है? नाउ वी हैव टू रिवाइज. ये रिविजन टाइम है. टिप्स और ट्रिक्स याद रखने हैं, फॉर्मूलाज याद करने हैं, राइट? दैट इज वाई आई एम ट्रिगिंग दिस टू यू अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन कि always remember your formulas, take a deep breath, stay calm, right? And we are going to look at least one question of each type, as many questions as possible, right? और उसी type के जितने questions हैं, we can solve it in the sorry, we can solve it in the same manner. Like this kind of question where your values are given, you can solve it in this same manner. The question may differ, the values may differ, but the process is going to remain the same. Okay, now there are other kinds of questions where it's a little bit different. Okay, so let's see one such kind of question. So here I have a question for you. Tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus cot cube theta by 1 plus cot square theta. You have to prove that this is equal to sec theta cosec theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay, so here it's given in the most basic format possible. Okay, we have to focus ourselves on this side. Okay, so on our LHS. Now, here, what are we going to do? That is the question, correct? So here, first of all, the tan and the cot, we are going to convert it into sine and cos. We have already studied that formula, right? We know tan theta is sine theta by cos theta, and cot theta is cos theta by sine theta. So this is what we are going to use. Instead of tan theta, we'll put that. Instead of cot theta, we'll put that. So the equation becomes sine theta by cos theta whole cube by 1, and it is a plus tan square theta, so 1 plus sine by cos theta and theta whole square. And then you have a plus. Okay, instead of cot, I will write this ratio. So cos theta by sine theta whole cube divided by 1 plus cos theta by sin theta whole square. Now, first of all, we'll have to open up this bracket and solve both the denominators. So, sin cube theta by cos cube theta divided by 1 plus sin square theta cos square theta plus cos cube theta by sin cube theta divided by 1 plus cos square theta by sin square theta. Now, if we just look at this one, we have to make the denominator same. So we solve this, we get let me first write the numerator. So sin cube theta by cos cube theta divided by cos square theta plus sin square theta divided by cos square theta. Plus, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, cos cube theta by sin cube theta, this is our numerator, by sin square theta plus cos square theta by, you have sin square theta. Okay, now here we can apply the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So this part and this part become 1. Okay, so what are we left with? We are left with sin cube theta by cos cube theta. Now I am going to bring the cos square theta to the top times cos square theta plus cos cube theta by sin cube theta. Again I'm going to bring the sin square theta to the top, so 1 by sin square theta. Okay, now here cos square theta cube theta sin cube theta, and sorry, this one is not 1 by, my mistake, my error. So this is sin square theta. So this cuts down. So what are we actually left with? Sin cube theta by cos theta plus cos cube theta by sin theta. Okay, so this is going to give us sin 4 theta plus cos 4 theta by, what do we want? Let's go back. Okay, cos theta sin theta. Okay, this is what is left with us. Okay, so now we have brought ourselves till here. But is this what we wanted? ये तो नहीं था ना जो हम लोग को चाहिए था. हमें क्या चाहिए? हमें चाहिए sec theta cosec theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta. Very difficult, right? Very different from what we got. तो इसको हमारे wanted result में convert करने के लिए, to convert it into the result that we want, we'll do some tricks here. Okay, so first of all, I hope everyone remembers the formula a plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Right, that implies that a plus b whole square minus 2ab is a square plus b square. Okay, so this is what we are going to use. This is our a square, this is our b square. Okay, so sin square theta square plus cos square theta square by sin cos sin theta cos theta. Okay, this is what we have. Abhi, we have a square minus b square. We have to write it in this format. Okay, so here, let me write it towards the side. A is equal to sine square theta. B equals to cos square theta. Okay, remember that. So this is going to be sine square theta plus cos square theta whole square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta divided by sine theta cos theta. Now again this part turns out to be a 1. Sine square theta cos square theta 1 hota hai. So 1 minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta by sine theta cos theta. Okay. Now we separate the two terms. So we get 1 by sine theta cos theta minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta by sine theta cos theta. So eventually this gives us sec theta cosec theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta, which is your RHS, and you can very proudly write here, hence proved. जो word देखने के लिए हम तरस जाते हैं. Okay, so here what did we do? We converted the tan and sine in tan and cot into the sine and cos. तो कोई भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन है, राइट, इफ अ क्वेश्चन इज टू मच ट्विस्टेड, you're not being able to understand it, you have to prove something there, always convert it into sine and cos. Always try to bring them back as sine and cos. You will definitely get an answer you want. Okay, so these are two of our very basic questions that we have solved today, right? Now what else type of questions can come that you can solve? Okay, so there are a few different questions that can come and that you can solve. um, so let's see one more such type of question very quickly. Now this is a 2015 question. Okay, as you can see, this is a 2015 question where we have to prove an identity. So for proving this identity, I hope you all remember a cube and plus b cube is a plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. Okay, so this is the formula that we need to remember here, because when we are trying to substitute it here, a is sine theta, so a cube is sine cube theta, b cube is cos cube theta. Okay, so we are going to substitute it over here. So sine theta plus cos theta okay, so we have written a plus b. Now we want this part, a square plus b square minus ab. So that is sine square theta plus cos square theta. And let me move this to a side. Okay. Minus sine theta cos theta. All right. And this is what we are dealing with is our LHS. Now, this is being divided by, so at the bottom, we are not going to do anything. This is sine theta plus cos theta. Now, this and this cancels out. And this part is 1 because of the identity. So we have 1 minus sine theta cos theta. Simple, very easy, very efficient. Okay. So these are a few type of questions where the algebraic formulas are involved as well as trigonometric ratio formulas are involved, right? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको एक टाइप का ही क्वेश्चन आएगा. These are boards. Everyone is trying to level up. So you are going to get these kinds of questions, which are a mix up of several different topics from mathematics. Okay. So इस माइंडसेट से तो जाना ही नहीं है हमें बोर्ड में कि वी आर गेटिंग अ सिंगल टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन की इसी टाइप के क्वेश्चन आएंगे, है ना. हमें सिर्फ ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो सॉल्व करना है या फिर सिर्फ हमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फॉर्मूला सॉल्व करने हैं. नो, इट विल बी अ कॉम्बिनेशन. सारे चीज मिला के आपके पास आएंगे, परोसे जाएंगे आपको. इट विल बी अ खिचड़ी, राइट. तो I hope you all are really well prepared. Best of luck from my side. If you like the video, right, if you want us to improve on some point, do give your feedback. Your feedbacks are very valuable to us. Also, if you want us, very sorry, I'm having a very bad cold. So, if you want us to solve any particular kind of question, do let us know. Send it through WhatsApp or through email or post it on our YouTube channel. Um, and we will definitely try to include it in our next video. Also, if there is any particular topic that you're finding difficult to understand, you would like us to explain any particular topic, definitely do let us know. We will try to work on that. But this is it for us today. I'll leave you alone with your preparations. Best of luck. Keep your mindset calm and sturdy, right? Do not get overwhelmed. चौंकना नहीं है, सरप्राइज नहीं होना है. Take a deep breath and try to do your best. Okay, so this is me, Malvika, signing off. I'll be meeting you very, very shortly in our next video. Bye bye, everyone. Best of luck. Good luck with your preparations.